Al Capone, the kingpin of Chicago, ruled the city's underworld with an iron fist. From bootlegging to murder, he seemed untouchable. But what finally brought down this notorious gangster? You might not believe it. Born on January 17, 1899 in Brooklyn, New York, Alphonse Gabriel Capone rose to Chicago, where he led a criminal empire that engaged in bootlegging, gambling, prostitution, and various other illegal activities. His criminal career actually began in New York, where he was involved with local gangs such as the 5 Points Gang. In 1919, Capone moved to Chicago at the invitation of Johnny Torrio, a mentor and leader of a criminal organization that controlled much of the city's illegal activities. Torrio recognized Capone's potential and groomed him to take over the organization. In 1925, after an assassination attempt on Torrio, Capone became the head of the Chicago outfit, a powerful crime syndicate. Under Capone's leadership, the organization expanded its operations and ruthlessly eliminated rivals, establishing a virtual monopoly on illegal activities in Chicago. Capone's empire was built primarily on the illegal liquor trade, which thrived during Prohibition, when the manufacture, sale, and transportation of alcoholic beverages were banned in the U.S. Capone and his organization made millions of dollars by smuggling and distributing alcohol, often bribing law enforcement officials and politicians to avoid prosecution. What were some of his key crimes and incidents outside of bootlegging? Well, violence and murder. Capone's reign was marked by extreme violence. He was involved in numerous murders and assassination attempts against rivals and anyone who threatened his power. The most infamous of these was the St. Valentine's Day Massacre on February 14, 1929. Members of Capone's gang disguised as police officers lined up 7 members of the rival Morin gang against a wall in a garage in Chicago's north side and shot them dead. Although Capone was never directly tied to the massacre, it was widely believed to be his doing, further solidifying his ruthless reputation. Also, bribery and corruption. Capone's organization relied heavily on bribery and corruption to operate with impunity. He paid off police officers, judges, and politicians to protect his interests and avoid prosecution. This corruption extended to the highest levels of city government, allowing Capone to continue his criminal activities without significant interference for many years. So, what led to his final downfall? Well, despite his violent and illegal activities, Capone was difficult to prosecute due to his ability to evade the law through the bribery and intimidation. However, in the early 1930s, the federal government shifted its focus to Capone's financial activities. The U.S. Treasury Department, led by Agent Elliot Ness and a team famously known as the Untouchables, began investigating Capone for tax evasion, as his lavish lifestyle was clearly inconsistent with his reported income. It wasn't the murders, the bribes, or the illegal booze that took Capone down. It was taxes. The IRS of all people discovered unreported income leading to his conviction. The most feared gangster in America, taken down by nothing more than a tax form. Who would have thought?